Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we're having a look at Bellwright. Bellwright is a co-op town building survival RPG set in low medieval times, and in it you will lead a burgeoning rebellion against a tyrannical sovereign, establish and expand your own settlements, liberate the land and assist the villagers, and recruit others to your cause while learning more about the life you had to leave behind. So I actually had a look at this at the end of last year. I played the Steam Next Fest demo, and honestly, back then, I thought to myself, yeah, I gotta let this one cook. I gotta let them work a little bit more. There isn't enough to show off. Now, however, it has released into early access, and I thought, why not? Right? So, if you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all this, to discover about Bellwright, you can find some links below, and as always, there will be timestamps. Before we jump in and have a look at all the options available, I'm going to say, it does look better than it did back in December of last year. I think that's when I had a look at it. The character models are looking more neat and tidy. There's definitely a whole lot more lighting, and the texture work is looking a little crisper, right? But it is still super bare bones. There's barely anything in terms of options here, and I feel like if they've been working on it for this long, they could have found the time to add just a little more to this. Let me jump in and show you what I'm talking about. The first thing we're going to look at is the male customization, then we'll look at female, then we'll randomize, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. All right? Our first choice here is scuffed Brendan Fraser. It's not bad, like even a scuffed version of him is a good choice to make. I kind of like the types of characters that you can make in this. Like that's one positive I've got here. It's like you're not making goddamn supermodels. You're not making the best possible looking character in the world with absolute perfection in every curve. You know, you're making like what to me feels like the everyman, and I kind of dig that. You know, I kind of dig what they went with. So I'm going to go one more time through here. These are the faces available. Decent selection, decent variety. The problem comes in the form of, well, customization, because there is none. You don't actually get to change anything other than the initial choice that you make. So you choose the face that you want over here. We'll take the first one. Then you jump in to customize the hair. There are 3 different styles to choose from. We've got a short styled one. We've got a short sort of unstyled one, which is a little bit shorter. And then we've got a slightly longer one for the males. Then we have some facial hair. There's a mustache. There's a full beard, which granted looks pretty all right. Then you got clean shaven. You have some sort of short mutton chops almost, but it actually goes all the way around the bottom, so it's actually just a short beard without a mustache. Then you can have a short mustache without the beard, and that's it. That's actually it. That's the end of the customization. You don't get to change your skin tone, nothing to do with the eyes, no facial reconstruction or sliders or anything like that whatsoever. That's literally all the customization, which I find a little weird. I think there might be 1 or 2 more at most options available that there weren't back then, but overall it seems like almost identical in terms of the options here from 6 months ago. So I am a little shocked that they haven't bothered to add anything extra here. I'm not sure if they maybe didn't get any feedback about that. You can't even change the hair color of the character, which to me is a little like, you know, what the hell, man? There's brown everywhere. Like, please. Let me escape from the monotony. Okay, let's move on to the females. So for the females, well, the faces here are actually pretty nice. Like, these are nice looking characters. I kind of like them, man. They look alright. These are nice faces. But, I mean, that's about it, right? That's the long and short of it. That's the end of it. Because once you've chosen a face over here, you jump into hair and you can have it loose or you can tie it in a ponytail, and, well, that's it. You jump into the game at that point because you got to be happy with what you've got. So, there you go. Now we're going to randomize. That was the quickest female customization section I've ever done in my life. Randomizing. Let's do this. Let's see what's available. Yeah, so, I mean, like, if you look at the male characters here, sure. I mean, there are some options here that make them look alright, and you could probably make something decent. Now, I don't know. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to move on to the outro. I want to say straight up, if there's more you can do in the game, if you can change the color of your hair, if you can get more hairstyles, if you can modify the face, or anything else in the game, and they did not put it here in character creation, that's a huge mistake. Even if there was just a message here saying, oh, well, you can earn new hairstyles by playing, or, oh, well, you can create pigments to dye your hair in the game. That would have been amazing if they had said that here. Then it makes sense jumping in with such a bare bones amount of options. That's cool. But I get the idea that this is it. I get the idea that I've looked at all the options. I can't even really critique this. I mean, I can't. They absolutely did not even try with this one, which is a pity, because the idea of the game sounded kind of cool. And, you know, it's going to be a sad thing when a lot of people get turned away at the door, when they look at the characters that they can make here and they see that there's literally nothing to do. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't even really start to give input because there's nothing. Like, you've got 2 hairstyles. You can't change the color. You can't change the skin tone. You can't change literally anything else. So, yeah, like, I try not to be too negative about stuff, but this does seem to be something that needs to be pointed out. It's like, you know, this is like... I want to say something to be avoided until they actually do more with it, but I don't know. Maybe the game itself is really fun. But from my perspective, if this is what the character creator looks like, there's a good chance the game is going to be similar to this in terms of the amount of effort put in and the work done. Yeah, so, well, there it is. Bellwright. I guess you guys can let me know what you think. I don't think much. There's not much to think about, unfortunately. I think that the models that they have here are reasonably decent, and they could have been alright if they had given us some options to choose from, but evidently that was not on the agenda. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think, please, if you've jumped in here about the game, about the character creation system and all the rest. I don't really usually give games a thumbs down, but this might be one of the few that I would do that for. It's hard to see the silver line in here, you know what I'm saying? Give this video a like, though, share it, and do all that other good stuff. I'm just here reporting the news, you know. If it's bad, that's not on me, man. The video's still good, right? Right? Thumbs up! Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to find my links, you can find them below. My coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. And yeah, guys, enjoy creating those characters and customizing them, but not too much. Wouldn't want you to have too much fun. Happy that.